my name's Stephanie Torrisi and I'm the household facilitator for CPL, one of many managers. Communication's the key, and the communication between both parties is on point. It's really, really good. I can't speak more highly of the communication between Liveable home builders and CPL, property teams and the vast, all the teams that go into building that relationship, and it works across the board for every field, so it's really good. I think they're a great SDA provider based on meeting the needs of the clients and really listening to what the clients want and they need in their homes based on their disabilities and their capabilities. Yes, I do. Based on what I've seen with communications with the clients, verbal and non-verbal, and discussions with their families were paramount at the very early stages, and I felt that was done really well, and there was no restrictions on times in those periods to make sure that the clients were happy and the families were happy with that whole entire process and made sure that understanding was met by all parties. Yeah, definitely. Always friendly and polite and always taking the time. And I think that's really important, to give the clients the time to speak with them and listen. And I believe that home builders do that well. It's a huge difference. The shortage of housing in the Rockhampton region was quite difficult. I was also tasked in my role to try and find properties, and just most of them don't even come close without doing major renovations to be able to meet the needs of the clients. And it's just mainly for hallway spacing and bathrooms. Access is probably the biggest one. With an SDA home, you have that space. It ticks all of the boxes to be able to provide the personal care required for a client and to be able to move freely in that environment and work effectively for in the time frame for a client to get them ready for their day, and that's really important, and you can't do that in a really small space. It just doesn't happen. So it's made a huge difference. The other second point that it's really, really great is the security. The security that it provides is security of home, and being able to make a house a home is really important for people that are living in supported independent living. So the safety, the access is perfect. There's no need of ramps, everything's nice and flat. There's no restrictions for the clients to go. They can access right around the whole entire house. They can access the washing line, they can access their laundry, garage, every single room of their own home. And you can't get that when you just purchase a generalised property. On point. It's been really good. It's quite easy to simply make a list and email Liveable Home Builders, any representative there, and they're all happy to help you out. I would jump in because it's well worth being able to provide that security for your son or daughter, uncle or aunt, whatever sort of relative that has a disability. Because it's that security and the access and everything that it ticks all of the boxes to provide that comfort. And I think it's really important that a client is able to live in their home freely and be able to do what they want to do. And you can only get that in an SDA home. I believe they are. It's always a point that's spoken about a lot in the home, especially in the early stages. I found new clients moving into a still arrangement. In the SDA homes, they want to be here. They have a big smile when they enter the door. It could be, they're just happy to see everybody, but I think the house has a lot to do with that. And it creates that home environment, and for them to transition from their own homes into their, from their family homes into their own home for the first time, and be happy in that environment, and you can see that. I think, it ticks all of the boxes. I would highly recommend Liveable Home Builders. I've engaged in conversations with other clientele that I service, distinctly talking about the experience that I know. And I've done a few now, and the service is on point. The houses are beautiful, they're well structured, they're well laid out. I can't fault Liveable Home Builders, the building, the service, everything that goes around creating that SDA home whatsoever. So I highly recommend Liveable Home Builders. A rating out of 10, it would have to be a 10, for sure. Yeah, most definitely.